Our respected Filipino scientists and researchers from the academic and research institutions, officials and fellow workers from government agencies, our partners from private companies, media practitioners, and participants in today's event. A pleasant morning to all. The Department of Science and Technology Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development would like to thank all of you for being with us here today to witness the launch of new projects with applications on advanced materials, natural products, agro-industry, textile, and and engineering. Welcome to our event today. This is actually the fifth edition of the Science and Innovation Budding Opportunities for Leverage or CBOL. This is a webinar series which we put the spotlight on newly approved and commenced projects supported by DOSTPH. We commend our brilliant and hardworking researchers and scientists for coming up with 20 new projects that which we will unveil today. We have, of course, Dr. Aristotle T. Obando from the La Salle University, Laguna, Dr. Eden May de la Peña from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, Mr. Romel Bacabak from the University of San Carlos, Dr. Leo Cristobal C. Ambolode, second from the Mindanao State University, Iligan Institute of Technology, Dr. Jacqueline F. Gabayno and Dr. Lemuel Tayo from the Mapua University, Ms. Valerie Ann Samson from the DOST PNRI or Philippine Nuclear Research Institute, Mr. Roland Hipol from the University of the Philippines Baguio College of Science, Dr. Annabel Briones from our very own DOST Industrial and Technology Development Institute, Dr. Joel P. Rivadeniera and Mr. Nico Dumandan from the UP Los Baños, Dr. Julius L. Liaño and Ms. Zaila Payag and Ms. Josanela Angela V. Bilo from the DOST's Philippine Textile Research Institute, Dr. Mylene Corpus from the Isabela State University, and Dr. Agustin M. Fudolig from the DOST Metals Industry Research and Development Center. DOSTPH is truly grateful to all of you for heeding our call to spur more game-changing innovations and amidst the challenges of the global pandemic. We fully support your efforts and we are confident that these projects can make powerful and significant change towards the manufacturing and agribusiness industries. Thank you all for your commitment. You know, in the last decade, the Philippines has been slowly yet steadily emerging as a rising nation. This is underscored by the former World Bank Director Moto Kunishi during during the 2013 Philippine Development Forum. In that statement, from the lower middle income nation with a gross national income per capita of $3,830 in 2018, we have actually risen up to an upper middle income country with a gross national income per capita targeted to be between 3,956 and 12,235 dollars in the future, no? In this immediate future. This is an indication that our economy is improving, and with it, poverty is also declining. And when the income of Filipinos increased, the poverty decreased also from 23.3% in 2015 to 16.6% in 2018. Of course, a major contributor of this is the Philippines' emerging markets, specifically the industrial sector, which is made up of the industries in spotlight today, manufacturing and agri-business. You know, manufacturing comprises more than half of the Philippine industry's industrial sector. The industry provides higher employment, income, and output multipliers relative to agriculture and services sector, and it even promotes stronger inter-industry and intersectoral linkages, firm productivity, technological development, and innovation. The Philippine government envisions to create a globally competitive manufacturing industry with a strong forward and backward linkage to serve as hubs in the regional and international production networks of automotive, electronics, garments, and food, and supported by well-managed supply chains. In March this year, our country's manufacturing sector actually increased, no? As detailed in the IHS Markets Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, or PMI. This is an index of the prevailing directions of economic trends of the industry. We actually scored 52.2, which is an indication of growth for the industry, as it is above the neutral score of 50. This is a promising number for the manufacturing sector, as it dipped in December 2020 to a score of 49.2 when the lockdowns and restrictions were imposed due to the current pandemic. From 1980 to 2014, these industries have contributed more or less about 34% of our GDP. But as early as 1997, the Philippine Institute for Development Studies said that R&D investment is one of the major detriments of productivity, particularly the total factor productivity of the Philippines manufacturing industry, which also rings true to the agribusiness industry. So it's in this light that the DOSTPH is actively working towards encouraging more Filipinos to create innovations through R&D. So today, we present and celebrate these new projects that we are supporting under the manufacturing and agro-industrial sector as an outcome of our continuous engagement with the stakeholders. Through these 20 new projects, we are confident that we can spur change to drive growth to our economy. We hope that you will be able to be inspired to take on similar projects for those of you that are doing R&D in a similar field. If you are a young science enthusiast, we hope that this will also inspire you to take up science and science, technology, and pursue careers in research in order for us to have to master, no, that muscle in R&D and contribute towards this goal. If you are an investor or coming in from the industry, we hope that you will be able to monitor and see through all of these projects and developments as they roll out, as they develop, as they achieve their milestones, and when they finish, no, and when they finish, be able to engage with them in the fields of technology transfer, licensing, adaptation, and any other means where their research can be of use to your respective sectors. So let's gear up and listen intently as we see these amazing innovations that our Filipino scientists, engineers, and researchers have come out with. Welcome to Cebol. Thank you very much, and mabuhay tayong lahat.